Hello everybody, today I'm going to be talking about the Big Agnes Sleeping System. I haven't seen a lot of YouTube videos on this, so I'm going to walk everybody through it. By sleep system, I mean the combination of a Big Agnes sleeping bag and a Big Agnes Air Core Pad. For this demonstration, I'll be using the Big Agnes Mystic, which has a 15-degree rating, is 800 fill power down if I'm not mistaken. And I'll also be using the Big Agnes Regular Air Core, the long length, which is 78 inches, 20 inches wide, and 2.5 thick when fully inflated. It's the rectangular version of the pad. You can also get the mummy-shaped version, and the sleeping bag is like a semi-rectangular bag, I think they call it. It kind of has some taper to it, like a mummy bag, but it doesn't get nearly as narrow at the foot box you can see there, which I like. But let me run you through it. Okay, so the main thing with Big Agnes sleeping bags is that on the back side of them, they have no insulation at all. So all the down is in the top baffles and around the hood, the draft collar and whatnot. But on your back side, you're not going to have anything except 2 layers of nylon. So basically, it's a weight-saving thing, which when you use in conjunction with your pad, you're counting on your pad for your insulation on your backside. So the way it works is the sleeping bag has, like I said, 2 pieces of nylon. So this is the inside one, which would go against my back, and then this outer one, which creates a sleeve for the pad to slide into. It's got one long opening here with a Velcro on it, so you slide your pad in this way. And then at the bottom it's got a small slit, which makes it easy, lets you stick your arm in there and help pull your bag through. So, basically, if you were at camp, you would blow your pad up, unroll your sleeping bag, and kind of toss it over like that. Take your pad, slides right in there real easy. Just to demonstrate, we'll show you, just reach through here, and grab it the rest of the way. Turn it over. Well, I should say the long size is 6 inches longer than the regular. I like that because it gives me a little more room in my head. I'm 71 inches tall, and the regular size, I believe, is 72 inches if I'm not mistaken. So I just like having a little extra room up by my head. Sometimes I sleep on my stomach with my arms flopped out in front of me, so I like that. So that's why it sticks out a little bit. And then you turn it over, and there you have it. So as you can see, if my head's right here, I've got this as a pillow. I can stuff some clothes and stuff in there to make it more comfortable, but it's great. It's really comfortable sleeping system. You know, everybody raves about the fact that basically you don't slide off your pad in the middle of the night because the whole thing is attached to your sleeping bag, which is nice. So quickly, just a few things about the sleeping bag, just to show you while we have it out. It has a draft collar down the side and a draft collar up at the neck, and also has this kind of integrated pouch here, which is a lot like the pouch for the bag, but you can stuff a pillow in here or some clothes to make a pillow, and then that'll stay right there in your head, so that's not sliding around on you either. It's a great system. I think it's really comfortable, but it does have some caveats that you should be aware of before you buy it. Like I said, this is a 15-degree sleeping bag, but the regular Air Core mattress, which I have here, is just air tubes. It only has an R value of 1, and it's only rated for 35 degrees. So although I have a warmer bag, I've actually slept with it just like this, down to freezing, and it has been fairly chilly. I had to wear some long underwear and I was okay, so you have to keep that in mind, that if you're going to use the conjunction of the Big Agnes bed and the pad, or even if you don't use the Big Agnes pad, if you have the Big Agnes sleeping bag, you want to make sure that your back insulation is going to be adequate to kind of match the rating on your bag here. So Big Agnes sells an Insulated Air Core Pad, which I highly recommend. This was given to me as a gift, but if I was going into the store to buy one today, I would definitely go for the insulated. I think it's only $20 more or something, and it has some synthetic insulation built in here, which will take it down to 15 degrees, and it's only like a couple ounces more. You wouldn't even feel it, but much more comfortable. So what I do when I'm sleeping cold now is I have just a CCF closed cell foam pad that I can slide right back in here. There's plenty of room under here to slide a memory foam cushion if you like that, or if you want to do this is a 1/4 inch CCF pad, plenty of room up for it in there. So I slide that in there, and that adds some insulation and lets me sleep at a lot colder temperatures. You could slide this on top of the bag, or in between the bag and the pad, or you could go underneath the sleeping pad as well, whichever your preference. I like to sleep with it sandwiched between, just because I think it's a little more comfortable. And one thing with these pads is, with the nylon on nylon, it can be pretty noisy. So you could be annoying your tent mate if you're tossing and turning at night. So putting the foam pad in there quiets it down a little bit, and I really like that. Basically, the way I kind of think of it is the CCF pad is giving me the bulk of my insulation, and then the Air Core pad is basically evening things out, so I'm not feeling any roots or pine cones or anything underneath me. So that basically covers most things about the whole system here. I love it. If you're sleeping on the ground, I think it's the way to go. I should show you this real quick. The Air Core pad packs down into this size right here, so about 4 inches across by 10 inches long maybe. Pretty lightweight, low bulk, I like that. The stuff sack includes a patch kit, so it's just in a little pouch inside of here, so it includes a patch kit, which is important with one of these. If you pop a hole in it, then you're going to be having not only an uncomfortable night, but because you have no insulation on your back, potentially very cold, very bad night. So the patch kit's good to have. That's another thing that's nice with pairing it with some CCF, is if you ever had any problems with your Air Core for some reason and it punctured and you couldn't patch it, you've still got some insulation to carry you through the night. So basically, that's about it. I mean, when you're done ready to break camp, this just slides right out, deflate it, roll your sleeping bag up, and you're ready to go. So I hope that was helpful. Like I said, if you were going to go in the store and buy this, and you're going to be flirting anywhere near the freezing point, I would definitely just fork over the extra money for the Insulated Air Core Pad, not just the regular one, because then you don't have to carry the closed cell foam pad, or you could carry a lot thinner one if you just like it for comfort's sake. But I don't like the fact that for cold weather camping, or really out here in the alpine camping where it can dip into the freezing point at any time, I've got to add the bulky closed cell foam pad to my pack. But otherwise, I love the sleep system. If this was the Insulated Air Core mattress, I would be in heaven. It's the greatest way to go for sleeping on the ground, in my opinion. And yeah, I hope that's helpful. So you don't have to use a Big Agnes pad with this. You can easily use a thermarest or whatever. Like I said, this is 20 inches wide, so it'll accommodate any pad up to 20 inches. It probably has a little wiggle room to get a little more than that if you wanted to. Yeah, just remember, if you have the Big Agnes sleeping bag, that you keep in mind that your pad is your source for your back insulation. So just keep that in mind, and you'll have a very comfortable night. So I hope that was helpful. Thanks for watching.